Hi everybody, welcome to DelWood Designs. I'm in my shop. I've already gone in the house and changed into my shorts and my slippers, and I was not prepared to come back out here. And lo and behold, Amazon showed up. So I was watching a video last night on YouTube about saw blades, and I thought, I have saw blades, lots of them, and I cut wood, lots of it. And the more I watched this video, I got involved in watching this video. I was watching multiple videos, started watching more videos and about saw blades. And the conclusion I came to was that I use crappy saw blades. I have a crappy saw. This blade is a 10-inch 40-tooth DelWood Construction Series grip blade, general purpose. It was on a saw that somebody gave me. It was a new blade, and I did not have anything else to cut with what I was doing. So I used this blade. We're going to junk that blade. I cut this wenge wood. I don't know how to pronounce it. W-E-N-G-E. Some of you may see this and go, hey, it's called wang. Wang. I don't know. And then I have some zebra wood that I cut down out of a chunk that I got at the hardwood store, because we have a local hardwood store, Macbeth Hardwoods, by the way. And I got a piece of zebra wood and some of this wenge wood, and I ripped it down and I made a couple of small little projects. So the conclusion I came to is that I should use a better blade for the stuff that I do. Stop shortchanging myself on my projects. So I ordered this thin kerf combination 10-inch 50-tooth freud blade. I believe it was around $65 or so. And I don't think that I've ever bought a big time good blade. And I still, from watching the videos and so forth, I don't think this is a big time good blade. But it is, from what I understand from watching videos, it is a far superior to the DelWood combination blade that I was using. And in fact, probably I was under the misconception that using a higher tooth blade for ripping lumber would be better when you're getting into dealing with hardwoods and nice wood and things of that nature. I thought that using an 80-tooth blade would serve me better than using a blade like this. I did not know. I hope that I've made the right choice here. So this is a Delta table saw. It is not the best in the world, I will tell you. I fight with this thing. One of the things that I fight with this saw is that it was not anywhere near close being aligned when I bought it. So it sat here as a paperweight for over a year. And I was so mad that I would not even use it. I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't nothing with it. I just was pissed about it every time I looked at it. So it kind of sat here with the blade down. It was super impossible to set everything up with it. And I just had it. I absolutely just had it. I didn't want to use this saw whatsoever. So now I found somebody put a video online that showed me how to straighten the blade, get it square. I have it very, very square now, as opposed to what it used to be. Problem is, it doesn't line up into my zero clearance very well. I had to use a spacer. For some reason, it doesn't line up with my riving knife. So we kind of have to do things a little different sometimes to make things work. Now, with all that being said, I will close this up. I have the new blade on. I will keep this for storage because I am going to purchase some more blades. So here's the fun part to this saw. So this does not, it wobbles. I've done everything I can to try and stop the wobble, and I can't get it to. I need to invest in a better fence, in a Biesmeyer or something of that nature. So whenever I use this saw to get square, I have to put a square against here, get the fence square and lined up for my measurement. It's a little bit of a pain. Can't just slide it over back and forth and where you want to go. But it is a Delta saw. It was $800 as opposed to a saw stop for how much? $4,000. I didn't have the money to do that when I started doing woodworking. So I am getting close to replacing the saw, but it is not there yet. So with that being said, we deal with it. We put out some really nice product. We do some really nice work. We could do better. I know that. And you guys watch my channel. You also know that. Excuse me. Put that away. Grab me a piece of, what are we going to use? What are we going to use? What are we going to use? I have to have a piece of something here somewhere. I know. I'm off camera. I should be on camera if I'm going to do videos. I know. I'll get there in just a second. I have to find, here we go. I have a piece of, what do I have? I don't have anything that's just readily available. Oh, here we go. I have a piece of curly white oak. There we go. The cool thing about this is I am close to having the system down pretty well. I can pretty well manage to get my saw lined up where it has to go every time. My measurements are pretty close. I do have dust collection hooked up to it, which doesn't look like it right now. If you can see any of the dust on my saw, I have a lot. You can see here. I forgot to turn the dust collection on. I do have an auto switch to it. I have a dust separator, and then I have a shop vac hooked up to that, and then it goes to the saw. I will show you that here shortly, but I really want to try this blade and see if I was correct or not. So let me grab my earphones and we'll get started here. Let's see how this works. Dust collection does not work perfectly. Looks like we had a little bit of burn on here. It'd probably be nice if my riving knife worked. So I'm not 100% positive, but I think that could be part of the problem. Burn. If you have any suggestions, I'm always more than willing to listen. But I will tell you that went through there pretty smoothly, pretty nice, and hopefully I can get it figured out. It's a pretty smooth cut for the most part. Not a bad blade. So with that being said, there you go. Upgraded to a new Freud blade. Works fairly well. I think I'll say a lot smoother than the DelWood Construction general purpose 40 tooth 10-inch blade. It worked pretty well, went through pretty easy. I don't see any real burn marks on the blade. No, not a lot of discoloring, but I'm not happy with this, but this could be the saw. I really, if anyone has any ideas or anything about the Delta saw, I'll show you the Delta saw here real quick. It's this model Delta saw here, and I have dust collection hooked up with an auto switch. It sucks the dust up pretty well, but you could always use any advice, anything. I never say no to advice. So there you go. You guys have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Are you next?